It's Monday. Oh, it's the end of Monday actually. Week 4? Fourth full week, yes. And yeah, so we now have 2 matched door frames, and it's been boarded out with the 3-layer acoustic plasterboard, tech sound acoustic plasterboard. But there's also a channel. You've got block wall, and a cavity with the thermal insulation in. So what the guys at Garage Living have done is they've taken some of the tech sound, which is this heavy stuff, heavy rubber, and they've basically created a U shape, put that into the cavity to add some mass in the cavity where the thermal insulation isn't coming all the way out. So there's a little square gap basically in here. They put a U shape of the tech sound all the way up and across and down, and then they filled that with some of the acoustic rock wool that's outside, and then they've done the triple sandwich all the way around, but they've run out of the acoustic sealant, so they've got to buy another tube of that tomorrow morning and then seal up all the edges. And then they've obviously got to put do the baseboard and fit the doors. So, but that's not happening until Wednesday, because tomorrow and we're pretty much dry now. We've got a tiny bit that's still drying there and a bit there, but other than that, the entire room now is dry as a bone. We've got the electrician coming tomorrow to finish off the electrics, put all the electric sockets on, put the light on, but the electrician's also can lay laminate floor as well, so he's gonna unpack these bad boys. So we're looking at a nice kind of dark oak, I think, maybe, and I think it's got like a blue, or like on the photo on the website it looked like it had sort of bluish streaks running through parts of it as well. It had some nice colour tints in it that I really liked. So we've got the underlay, and so that's going to be done. The floor's actually going to be down tomorrow. All the electrics will be done, so the room will be, so these are the fire doors. You can see these are 44mm fire doors, so these are really heavy. They're like 29, well there you go. That's a 29 kilo door, so they're pretty beefy. So that's been done. Garage Living also, let's just pop outside. They also put the underlayer on, and I think they're going to come back Wednesday or tomorrow actually and just put the render on. So then this stuff has to dry for 24 hours, and then apparently you have to come back and rub it down, and then you score the lines into it with like a flat blade or a chisel or something. And that's it for today. But we're making good progress. We're going to be done, I think, by, well, maybe Wednesday, probably definitely Thursday. But yeah, this was potchy and finicky, having to match, like level match and align the 2 door frames together. But all this is going to be finished off as well, obviously, because they had to take a bit of the skirting board. You can see they had to, the actual pipes for the radiators run across here and then up to the radiators in the living room up on the first floor. So these pipes had to be cut, and then they've been put down. They've had a channel sort of dug into the blockwork on this side down here, and then the pipes then just have been run under the cavity here. So then this cavity will be filled, and then we're going to have obviously a wooden stop then. That's Monday, and see you Tuesday. Good morning. It's Wednesday of week 4, and let's go and see what's happened. Hello, Sandy. Hello, baby. Hello. Oh, little belly rubs. You do. I'll go see my new room. Yeah, I'll go see progress on my new room. As the great Bon Scott said, let there be light. We have light, and we have laminate flooring. Electrician's done all the electrics. Everything's done in terms of the electrics. He did a cracking job on the laminate as well. It's come out really nice. Skirting board. It's going to go on Thursday. Today's job is garage living. I'm going to finish off the doorway, put the 2 doors on, and face. That's going to be filled with concrete, I believe. This is going to be faced off with some nice timber. We've got acoustic seal to go all the way around the doorway. We're going to put a raised jab flush threshold across here with a jab, same as, so we can have a little raised threshold so that the acoustic seal can go all the way along the bottom as well on both doors. Yeah, good progress yesterday. The end is in sight. So now we go to Thursday. And there's the finished front. So if we go a bit closer, you'll see that's the natural colour, that's the painted colour, and that's where they took off an old UPVC strip. So I'm just going to rub this back, get rid of all the dust, and then I got some Sandtex Magnolia, which is this stuff, and I'm just going to paint it. That's the original brick, and that's the new brick. And to be fair, that's the old brick, that's the new brick, and you can't really tell. But it's a cracking job. Absolutely cracking job. You can't really see in there either, weirdly. But yeah, there we go. That's the front of the house. Let's go inside and see the inside. What is behind the door? It's another door. And what's behind this door? Dun, dun, dun. We've got finished room. There's a couple of tiny little jobs left that the builders have got to do. They're actually on holiday now. Paul's gone to north of France for a week with his family. So there's a tiny couple of jobs to do when they come back. I've got to paint first though. So yeah, so this is the SoundProofing Store's Pro acoustic vent. It's 55 decibels of sound reduction over the standard vent, which is only 44. This is just the little vent grill thingy. It just needs to be screwed on up there, and then they're gonna just face this off with some PVC. I mean, this wall and this ceiling is going to be white anyway, so it should just blend in perfectly fine. What else have I've got to paint the timber. I've got to paint all the timber white, because then there's an acoustic seal that's going all the way around both doors, just to get a nice airtight seal. So these are going to be primed maybe tomorrow or Monday, because I've got 2 weeks off work now, so these will be primed and then painted white. This has just got to be trimmed back a little bit. I just need to run a razor blade or a standing knife across there just to trim that off. Yeah, so I've got to do the mist coat tomorrow. Actually, I've got to mask everything off first. So my first job, I'll probably start that this evening, because I'm going to start masking everything off. Put some dust mats, some dust sheets down on the floor, literally mask everything off, because the mist coat is like 60% paint and then 40% water, so it's just really runny, so it's just a mess, because it just goes on with a roller to soak into the plaster to give a nice base for the actual paint to go on to, and it's just a mess. I'm going to be covered in paint basically for the next day or two, I think. Yeah, so the builders have gone, other than Paul's got to come back to do a tiny couple of little jobs. That is pretty much it. My next job after the mist coat is to build all the wooden frames for the acoustic panels I'm going to be putting up. So yeah, really pleased. I mean, I'll probably use this now. This is the last video in the kind of building work, so I'll probably take this opportunity now to say thank you so much, Paul and Joe from Garage Living. They were the two guys who were on site. They were amazing. I cannot fault them. If you were in the South Wales area and you're looking for a garage conversion, cannot recommend them enough. Guys were fantastic. Mitch the plasterer, amazing job, just fantastic work. Ray the electrician did all the electrics. He did the laminate flooring as well, and fantastic job again. The chap who glued the sound mats down to the floor, I can't remember his name, but again, fantastic job. Everybody Garage Living used as like a subcontractor to come in and do the additional bits of work. Like, can't fault them. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Massive thank you to Phil and the staff at the SoundProofing store as well, because from the very start, when I spoke to Phil in February, before we even bought the house, well, when we put the offer in on the house and it got accepted, so I knew exactly what I was going to be building. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Answered the phone every time myself or Garage Living had any queries or questions about certain things. Someone always answered the phone. They were fantastic, so big shout out to them as well. Yeah, just brilliant. And now it's my turn now it's my turn to do all the work. So that's going to be the next episode. I think the next episode is going to be me building the acoustic panels. Yeah, and then fabric, wrapping them, putting the rock wool in, and then the second layer of fabric, which is the actual colour you're going to see then on the wall. So that's going to be the next episode. So hopefully you'll stick around, because there's a good couple of episodes left yet before I actually can move in and start using it as a, decent space. Because at the minute it's like echo. It's just a reverb chamber. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.